All right, y'all. So the year is almost over. Um, you know, I'm feeling the Christmas holiday spirit. So real quick before I start the video, I'm gonna be doing a $50 giveaway, two $50 giveaways, so $100 in total. So two people will have the chance to get to get $50. If you want to join in on that, if you want a chance to win the $50, all you gotta do is join my Discord. The link will be in the description. It will be in the comments, and it's also in my YouTube profile description bio thingy whatever. Um, so yeah, if you want a chance to do that, the details will be on my Discord. I want to have 100 members in my Discord before I do it. So just invite everybody you know, invite your friends, invite your family, invite. But yeah, starting into the video. Um, Once again, the year is almost over, y'all. We've all had goals that we wanted to accomplish this year in trading, in our life, in everything, right? It's a good thing to have goals. I hope you had goals, but basically what I'm trying to say is if you want to become a profitable trader in 2026, this is the blueprint. This is the video. This is the right video. You clicked on the right video, right? You want to become a profitable trader in 2026, you have to implement systems. Now, for me, I didn't understand what systems were until I had came across the guy. He was talking about this, and I put it into the test, and I actually seen the benefits, and I actually seen the impact it had on my trading, and that was the last barrier, the last what's the word? The last obstacle I want to say into my trading. It was the turning point for everything really. So well, let me get this out of the way. So oh my god, I don't know, I'm messing things up. I'm just leave that. So yeah, systems. What are systems? So systems are deeper than rules. Rules, trading rules are like things that say, oh, you can only take XYZ trades a day. You can only trade this session. Those are rules. But systems are like rules. On top of that, they're like fitted to you. I don't know if that makes sense. They're deeper than rules, basically. They explain how you're going to do something, when you're going to do something, and why you're going to do something. That's what I want to say systems, trading systems are. They're deeper than rules. Rules and systems are not the same thing in trading. System consist of rules, yes, but they're also deeper than rules. But basically systems are all uniquely fitted to you. I feel like everybody as a trader is different. Everybody's different as a trader. We have different circumstances. You might have to do something in the morning, while I might have to do something else in the morning that prevents me from being at the charts, or you might have availability at the charts. Every day is different as well too. So having systems allows us to, deal with things in our trading without harming ourselves, basically. Because your skin, your flesh, you can't control your flesh. The Bible tells us to run away from sin. It doesn't tell us to fight sin. It tells us to run away. And having systems is basically that run away. We can't fight when we have these what's it called? Bad emotions, all these negative emotions, all these negative thoughts to do on the markets, to break our rules and all this stuff. We can't fight that stuff. But when we have systems, that are set that we must follow, it's different. It provides a different outcome. I'm going to give you a couple examples of some systems, right? Systems basically like create a prevention, right? So, for example, let's say I'm going to give you a quick example of something in my system. So I noticed that in my life, I noticed that especially when I wake up late, I say I wake up like around 30 minutes before market open, I noticed that my trading usually sucks. You know, like I'm usually rushing things. I'm usually trying to catch up with my life. I'm doing all things at once. So a system that I've created is if I wake up, that I must wake up like 2 hours before market open, at least 2 hours before actually no, not 2 hours. I'm sorry, at least an hour and a half before market opens, right? So I can do my daily life things and everything else that I need to do. But the latest, and but if I what's it called? I can't wait. If I, I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. The latest I can wake up is 45 minutes before market open. If I wake up anything later than 45 minutes before market open, I can't trade. I can't trade that day. And what that does, it protects me from taking trades that I haven't analyzed good on, you know, and stuff like that. Also, if I'm busy in the morning, if I got like an event to go at the morning, I can't trade. If I'm not feeling well, I can't trade. You know, stuff like that. So like that's an example of systems that are like customly built for you. They're more deeper. They're more. What's the word? Yeah, I know what I'm trying to say. They're more strong, right? And so having systems is the key and will be the thing that you need to make you profitable in 2026. I feel like strategies aren't the biggest thing you need to worry about. Because me, I've been having a really nice strategy. I noticed that my strategy was really good, right? But I was stuck for a while. I couldn't get no payoffs for a while because I didn't have the right systems. I didn't have the things that I needed to have to get me out of a situation before the situation got bad. If that makes sense, I don't know. Um, all right, so now how do you actually develop these systems in the first place? So, in order to develop these systems, you have to have a deep introspection with yourself. You have to have a deep realization. You have to observe you. You have to observe yourself. And that's the biggest way you're going to become profitable. You got to keep it real with yourself, right? You got to understand what makes you feel a certain way. You got to understand what makes you feel greedy. You got to understand what makes you want to overtrade, what makes you want to over leverage, what makes you want to do all these bad things that are detrimental for your trading. You got to understand the root cause. That's the most important part. You got to understand the root cause of all these things, right? Once you understand the root cause, okay, you take that and then you start building around that, right? And that's the system. That's the system part of the thing, right? You take the root cause and you start building around that. So let's say I feel like over leveraging every time I take a loss. Or actually, no, that sounds too basic. Let's say I feel like over trading every time I go into a losing streak. Okay, let's say I develop a system that makes me probably reduce my size every time I go on a losing streak. Like if I lose a trade, maybe my system allows me tells me that I have to reduce my losses, reduce my what's the word? Dang, my risk, reduce my risk until I get back up into a comfortable spot. You know what I'm saying? That's what systems do for you. Um, I mean that's all I got for y'all. A little weird video. I can't really explain things good sometimes. I'm sorry, y'all, but join the Discord if y'all want a chance to win that $100, $50, $50, 2 people. Hit me up. Love y'all. Take it easy. Peace.